Merry Christmas, my man. Merry Christmas as well. You know what, dude? You always just spend Christmas like this. It's really the hard, the hard truth, right? It's hard to get plenty of friends when the only interest you have is anime. Well, yeah, that's true because it's niche. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I was gonna ask you this question. It's just a question out of nowhere. Yeah, what is it? Um, yo, can you love a character from a series that you don't really like that much? Or you can even say hate. Yeah, man, that's possible. I mean, there are a few animes in which are not very lovable, but people still love them anyway. One example is Himoto Umaru-chan, because it's dubbed by people, people say that Umaru is basically the cancer anime, kind of like Love Live, which is cancer anime. Well, even though Umaru-chan has, flack for having a main character that, influences kids to be lazy and unproductive and, selfish. There are some characters there are actually lovable, like the latest character, which is Hikari Kongo, the sister of the brother's boss. Also Ebina Chan. A lot of people love Ebina. She's kind of a fan service character, but she's still very lovable. I mean, Ebina is way better than Umaru because she's not selfish. Yeah, I agree, man. Sometimes, even if the show is not very good, there are some characters that can pull it up, or a person can love a character from a series that is not very favorable or lovable. Here's another example, man. Do you know that I love this anime right now? Mahu Shouchu Ikusei Keikaku. You know that I really love Swim Swim, right? But the series, oh boy, I think some people are gonna hate me for this, but I'm not saying it's trash, but it's not enjoyable. It's not something you would watch, and at the same time, it's not something that you would watch and be happy after watching it. So it's kind of like those dark, edgy shows, like Higurashi, and other shows that were just very edgy and violent. Some dark shit is going on. So you might be wondering how did I enjoy? I didn't enjoy the anime. It has a lot of frustrating, evil characters like Cranberry, Calamity Mary, the Peaky Angels, even Fab. Even Fab was a bastard, and even my favorite, which is Swim Swim. I loved her, but there was some times that she did piss me off with what she did with the other characters, like how she killed Hardcore Alice, and yeah. So why do I like hateable character? Well, here's the thing. When I kind of segregate it, like when I watch something, I kind of segregate the character from the story. I have the ability to do that. Like, I mean, the characters are only doing what they are scripted to do. So if you have to blame somebody, you would blame the author because the author, made her be like that. That's what she's scripted to do. That's her character. What's that called? Her character description. I kind of learned it from recreators. So basically, these anime characters are just doing what they are told to do or what they're scripted to do. Oh man, you said a lot of stuff right there. I don't know, you would talk a lot about that one. Oh, Oh, sorry, but I really love Swim Swim. So I love Swim Swim even though the show in which she is dark and even if she did some evil stuff. I mean, you could just write a fan fiction in which characters are good, you know. You can make a fan fiction in which characters are not evil. Yeah. I mean, you can think of it like a spin-off, you know. Like Bowser from the Mario series is evil, right? But at the end of the day, after the game, maybe it's just a play, you know. Maybe Bowser doesn't really hate Mario. Maybe they're just uh, have a bit of misunderstandings, but they're not. She's not evil. I mean, even though he's Mario's enemy, he just joins with them in kart racing and stuff. Like, wouldn't that be great? You know, maybe Calamity Mary is not that evil after all. Maybe she's just she's just one desperate girl that is very angry with life. You know, and she started becoming a serial killer. She hates her life being a drunken loser, you know. She's venting out her frustration, but maybe she had the past where she was not evil. Yeah, there's some stuff that we really don't know, and I don't even want to know, you know. And it's not, yeah. I'm not gonna buy the light novel for that, but yeah, I love the design, Sim Sim, and how they made her. That's impressive, man. That's impressive. Thank you for talking to me about anime. I mean, it's Christmas, and we're talking about anime. Well, yeah, that's the only thing I kind of know a lot of. That's Please don't judge me, but anyway, we're not gonna do anything right now. You didn't bring your PS Vita and your 3DS. I mean, we don't have any consoles right now, so we can just drink our beer and talk about anime near the Christmas tree with our favorite characters. Yeah, man, I love this character. You know, even though she's already married in the anime and she's already carrying a child, I still love her. I mean, you can waifu characters that are already married, right? I mean, it's not cheating technically because all characters are meant to be waifu. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, some characters are already married in some animes, and yet some people still pursue them. Yeah, I love Top Speed, even though she's pregnant, she already has a husband. In my fan fiction, I'm her husband. Maybe I'm that guy, or maybe I can remove him from the picture. Maybe they have a divorce and they ended up with me. Oh man, that's messed up. But whatever helps you sleep at night, that's the only thing that matters. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Damn. Talking to you about anime. So in January it's gonna be slow start, right? Yeah. Slow start. Yeah, it's gonna be a new slice of life cute anime. Yeah, healing anime. Yeah, man, I need more healing anime. I mean, when Girls' Last Tour ended, I feel depressed because a week after this, there's no more Girls' Last Tour. I mean, I didn't expect the final episode to be kind of emotional. I mean, the characters there will just have to think positive, and there's if those white mushroom characters saying was true, then they're basically the only living beings on that earth, that planet. Yeah. Damn, man, that's just too dark. I mean, at least it's still considered an Iyashike anime. I mean, when I watch it, I feel good. So I guess it's still pretty much a cute, happy anime. I mean, where, what anime did you find two characters that think positive? Even though everything. Maybe they're the only ones left in the world, and yet they still think positive, right? I mean, it's okay if they're the only two people left in this world. They still want to explore. They still want to make the most out of life. They are the most optimistic duo I've ever seen. Yeah, Girls Love Story is so good, man. How about the shitty anime called Osama Game, the animation? Did you watch that show? That show that logic doesn't exist. That show was so stupid, and yet I did watch it. I did watch that show because sometimes there's a show that's just so bad, it makes you curious, so you end up watching it even though it's shit because you want to know what happens in that shitty show. And if there's one redeeming value of that anime, the character design is pretty decent. I mean, the girls there are hot, like Chiami. Chiami is freaking hot. And even a lot of the characters there are hot, like Riona and the others too. It's kind of dark, but because that anime is stupid, even though there are dark scenes in that show, you can't take it seriously. I mean, a girl jumps off from a second floor and splatters blood on the ground floor. That doesn't happen in real life, man. Yeah, you wouldn't even die from jumping from a second floor. That's not even high enough. Sure, you might break some bones, but you will not splatter blood. It's Osama game, so we should not, ask. We should not question logic. Stupid things happen in a stupid show. Even the bone breaking sounds is not accurate. It sounds like they just didn't know what sound they have to put there. Yeah, and a lot of things just make sense. Yeah. Yet I still I I thank that show for killing some time. But it kinda pissed me off that they plan to make another season. No, don't make another season of that shit. No, nobody wants another Osama game, the animation. Oh man, yeah, I agree. How about Nekopara OV? Yeah, have you checked on it? Not yet. You know what? And Christmas, I'm kind of busy except today because I'm talking to you. When I have time, I want to edit some videos or edit this one and probably watch the Nekopara OVA. I didn't play the game, but the art style that they use for an OVA is kind of good, better than the visual novel. Actually, sometimes I like the anime than their visual novel counterparts. Even though, yeah, Nekopara is pretty interesting. It's not gonna be a rated H, because in the anime the maximum you can only get is the ecchi if you really need to, and it's R18 or R17. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Right. Let's watch it sometime. It's a movie, 1 hour long, 50 minutes. Oh shit. I wonder what should we do next? Do you play any Mobaki games? Well, yeah, Show by Rock, because that's the only game that can fit on my Android phone. Yeah, I think that's for the best. You shouldn't try games like Fire Emblem Heroes unless you want more waifus. Other games are very bad with their gacha rates that it tempts you to play it more. Because gambling, gambling, it draws you in. It makes you addicted to it. Yeah. I think I'm already addicted to Shoba Rock as it is, so I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna play more Mobage games. Oh yeah. At least I'm still happy that we're talking about anime and games. It's still better Like when I go to family gatherings, the only thing I can hear is, "Hey, are you already married? Oh, do you have plenty of kids already? Do you have a girlfriend already?" Oh my god. You just sometimes wish they'd shut the fuck up. I agree, man. They're so insensitive. I mean, other people are kind of, insecure about being single and being alone in their life, and they can just easily bring up, "Hey, do you have kids now? Did you get married already?" I mean, what the fuck? They should just shut the fuck up and talk about something more enjoyable rather than how many kids you have, how much income, yeah, and it's your job. It's better to talk about games, like what game they're playing, what anime is good, who's the best grill in the past season of anime. Yeah, man, I wish my family was like that, but sometimes my family, they just piss me off. But I'm glad I found someone who's as pissed off as me. Thank you for being my friend, and Merry Christmas.